the Seiko Maito podcast with your host, Aaliyah Dixonaldi. And I have a bunch of news. But before I even start with those news, it's actually one piece of news, I think, because, you know, hmm, I can't really share it right now because I don't have it right now. But here's a hint. The Spencer Camp Twitter and my newts know what this is. And my close ones on Twitter know what this surprise is. But yeah, that's all y'all getting. Another surprise that I have in store is that this episode will also be posted. And I promise this time, because in the last video we were talking about love and hip hop, I didn't post that episode then when I, recorded or whatever, and I didn't even promote it the same day. But I will promote this the next day because I will post this tonight. I'm not going to say what time tonight, but I will post this tonight. I also have other news. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Whew. So, if you're watching this now, if you're watching it way before I went to the bathroom break, like at the beginning, uh, at 3 minutes and 40 something seconds is when I came back. If you want to go skip there. But yeah, another news, guys, guys, we're talking about bubble guppies today. Guys, guys, there's so much we gotta get through with these children that swim in the ocean. There's too much going on with the children that swims in the ocean. Hello? Hello? And I have a lot to start with. I could start with my favorite character, or I could rate them. No, I could rate them from 9 out of 10 of how good they sing. But I'm not going to rate them because they're children. I'm not going to rate children and judge the children are singing. Because some of them haven't even made their own original songs yet. They haven't even sung in their original songs, except in a few exceptions. So I'm not going to judge them based off singing. But I have to be honest with you. Molly, Gil, Nani, they're up there somewhere. They are up there. they're up there. But before we even get to these simple kid-like characters, I have to tell you, what the heck are the bubble guppies? Well, for one, children guppies, bubble guppies, they're fish. They swim in the ocean, they're fish. Children. That teaches people, that teaches children, other children, human children, about life, basically. But then in season 6, he just went, hey, last season, let's have fun with it. And I'm like, oh my god. Because first off, have fun with it. They didn't say that. But I feel like they were just having fun with it in season 6 and season 5. And I'm looking, and I'm tilting my head like, you had all this time making the show more fun, and you decided to go all out on season 6 because it's the last season until a year, a few years, 2 or 1 year later, was a reboot with half of the characters missing. We'll get to that in a second. But holy moly, guys. Is this an insult to TV? Reboots in general are insults to TV. I'm still waiting for a Word Girl reboot. We still don't know what happened to Becky. I don't know if I talked about this on here, but hello, we're talking about it now. Anyways, back to the Bubble Cubbies. They teach kids about life, about school, about libraries. They taught one about Australia. They taught people about bones. Hence where the bops come in. So before we explain the characters, there is this timeline. There's this schedule that these kids follow. So in seasons 1, specifically, there was first this first the children would encounter a problem, quote unquote, or a specific event that tailors throughout the episode that determines the topic of the episode. Then they swim through class. Do they love it? Giddy up. And once we reach to the classroom, Mr. Grouper comes in and says, well, good morning, everyone. And in season 1, they say, good morning, Mr. Grouper. But now, in season 6, they just stare at you expecting you to say good morning. Which I get. I mean, they're telling to a bunch of kids. Alright? It's to a bunch of kids, man. And then they talk, talk about the topic, talking about things that's around the topic. Then they have these little questions that says, hey, da 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 da, what's this? Da, da, da. If you watch Bubble Guppies and you know what I'm going through this, then it depends on which season we're talking about. Early seasons, they just go to this. I'm bad at explaining things, so I'm sorry. They just swoosh and they dance. Da, 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 da. They do a little dancey dance. Like if you're like in older seasons, to do a song, and then they do pretend, and then after pretend is the lunch song, and after the lunch song, they go back to another activity. And then after that activity, they say, okay, everybody, time to head outside. And then someone's like, come on, outside, hey, outside, everybody, outside. Line up, everybody, line up, everybody. You know the thing. And then they go again. And then the story plays out, the fake story. And then, outro. At the outro scene, then end the episode. not actually in the episode. There's also the end card where Molly and Gil also had a little fun. Molly also has these in between scenes with the blue screen and her us talking about crap. I think they cut that on season 6, which I'm very upset about, by the way. Because I love those things. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Alright. Let's not be so angry. Alright. Okay. Now we explain the format of some of these episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But let's talk about the characters. I am so ready. So we're gonna go with them in the order of season 6, which is Molly the first, and then Zuli the last. Cause you gotta bring the OGs back. And may I also say the theme song too? They have the theme song in the intro and the outro. It's shortened in the outro, but like full in the intro. But may I also just say, holy cock and barrel. Did you really need a short Nani's intro like that? Una, Nani, Zuli. Like, that lasted for 1 second. That kid has nowhere else to shine but in some of the music videos, which he only performed 2 times. 3 times in the whole show. In the whole show while it was running. And one of them was in a special that I don't hear no one talking about. Ah! Alright. I don't even know that I'm supposed to show these songs. Because what if I get copyrighted and taken down? I'm not showing that. You Google up the show yourself. Okay. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, characters. So, how I'm gonna do this is that there are a lot of there there are characters in the show that have a lot of songs that they sing, including the dancing ones where they're all dancing. So I'm also gonna include that associated with the song, associated with the character. So the character and my favorite song from them that they sang. It's not from them, but they sang it. They were in it. All right. And I might have 3 or 4 or 5, and but we're gonna start with the titular witchular Molly. Hello, you can't run the kingdom without a queen. Like your neighbors, I'm scared. Well, let's continue. So, my favorite song. Well, first of all, can we talk about how? Oh my gosh, how cute her relationship with Gil is. Like they're like, how come a kid show? How can a kid show how positive relationships are with other people than a regular show that's not made for children? I'm not even gonna go on that. Actually, they're good friends. That's it. Because if I go too deep in it, I'm gonna get flamed, and I don't want to do that. So, all right, Molly. Let's start with her character first. Molly's very sweet, very tolerant of Gil's shenanigans and all his bull crap that he. I don't hate any of the kids. I actually like a lot. I actually like all the kids. Some of my favorites, and some of them not so much because we don't get a lot of songs with them. Oh well. Oh well. Well, Molly, she's a good character. She and Gil are the mascots of Bubble Guppies. Plus Bubble Puppy too. We'll talk about the dog in a minute. But my favorite song from Molly, there's a lot. Like I said, 3 or 4 or 5. First one is Australia, these neighbors. First of them is Australia. Australia. Oh, Lord. Any song that can make me bounce on my bed like a psychopath or a 5-year-old kid, it's a good song for me. And that's a lot of songs, honestly. But this one's just, I don't know, man. I also reimagine other characters singing this song. This is why, when it comes to the use of AI, I say, hey, hey, you can make an anime character that's not real sing this, and it will be fine. But if you make a real person sing it, it'll cause chaos and destruction because why are you making them sing that? It's not their song. It's a cover. We don't place that to their song. AI is a whole mess right now with the Studio Ghibli crap and oh well. Let's talk about that in another episode. Well, yeah, Australia. This is the Arctic life. La 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 la. Bunch of bones. The music video didn't really hit for me, but the audio version really kills it. I don't know, it's just I'm not used to seeing Nani smile. Only for like a little bit and then done deal, it's over. Maybe that's why I felt a little yeah. Uh the zoo song. We'll happily together at the zoo. My gosh. You didn't know I was a Grammy nominated singer? Yeah, I wish. Uh, what else? Savannah, their home. And new songs. The new songs I got in my head. So many animals out here in the desert. There's all kinds of. There's no such reason why. There could be so much bangers in the sixth season because you're already done with the sixth season. It's already over. It's a done deal. Forget the reboot that they're trying to create. It's a done deal. Throwing out the bangers in 5 and 6 because you know it's going to end. And that's what makes me so upset about this whole thing, guys. All around the world, geography. That too. All these songs for no reason. Being bops like this. Being bops like this. For real? For real? Seriously? That was Molly. She also has there's a lot more songs that could fit with Molly. But to not waste time because my battery will soon, because my computer will soon depart from me because it's about 24%. We got some time. Lord knows that girl can sing. No matter what voice changes he went through, that girl deserves a Grammy, an Oscar, an AMA. I don't MA, AMAs, AMA, a ton of awards. Forget the AMA stuff. AMA's for Reddit. Next up is Gil. Clumsy, loves his dog. Yeah. Loves his dog. A puppy is a guppy's best friend. Best episode in that season, I have to say. Cause like even when you're an adult, you know that strange feeling, that scared feeling when you look at your pet and say, "Is my pet gonna be alive the next day? Am I gonna see my dog or cat or rabbit?" And then the happiness that you feel that you say, oh, "My pet is fine." That's poetic. I may be thinking about this too deep, but that crap is poetic. Let me tell you. And then the song is a complete banger. Like, come on. Again, again, play that song on repeat. And then in the later seasons, hey, you me froggy. Put all those songs on blast. But A Puppy is a Guppy's Best Friend will forever be a good song to me. Play that crap at my funeral. Heck, if something's gonna be sad, if something like that is gonna be sad, at least bop when you cry. God forbid. Anyway, uh, but yeah, A Puppy the Guppy's Best Friend. You just have to see it. I'm a little busy. And I'm back from the untimely and also, if I may add, a bit rude interruption. My mom wanted to show me something. There are more alternative ways to show people something. Just to let you know. Cough, cough. Um, but yeah, please check out that song. A puppy look up his best friend. And then there is in some of the compilations, they use a soundtrack that doesn't have Bubble Puppy's barking in. I found out a really uh, weird fact or detail about it. And some, like for example, when they sing about dogs, they add Bubble Puppy's bark to it. And I'm like, girl, girl, something's going on. Why did you? That was weird. That was a little weird. The inconsistency was weird. Anyway. Next we have Gobi. And let me tell you, that's it. I have to say, I have to say, the little dance songs, we use like the doctor. I find that entertaining, but there's not enough songs where he's in. That's not. Yeah, it's not gonna change my mind that he's just there. You know, he's funny too. He's funny. Some of these characters are funny. Not, oh well, not much to talk about with him. Next, we have another queen of the house, Dima. Give these women their crowns like a princess. Oh, and brave for Gil. Brave, night with you, brave. Like, what is going on? What is going on in that song? That guitar? What? Who are these composers of these songs? They better get raised. They better get a raise. They better be the ones to write the show. For real. Guys, Dima Dima is so real for me. She has a lot of jobs, and she probably got fired by most of them. And I'm like, girl, that's me. And I barely even have a job. What if that's me in the future? I get a bunch of jobs, I show it to some kids, and I get fired later. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I actually don't want that to happen. Sorry. Another tab, I apologize. Another tab on my other computer. But guys, Dima is the dancing queen. Dig deep down, down, every treasure under the ground. Other side, they gonna dig deep. Some of these songs deserve to be on Spotify, but they pick other songs or the songs that we actually want. And do you know that from season 6 there's only ocean animals? And what? Mystery or something? That's not a rock album. That's not enough for me. That's not enough. God told me not to complain about these things. Because they don't matter. But what? I paid for $5.99. Cut that off. And April 17th is my last day I'm ever gonna have it. Like, girl. Bye. With the no flightless birds. I Googled flightless birds on the Spotify hotbar, and I'm like, hoping it'd be there, but it wasn't. And here's, I think Dig Down's not on there. We're gonna dig deep down, down. And then we have the astronaut up in the sky, way high. That's on Spotify, which, thank God. Below. And it could be that, and it could do the Backyardigans and post the other songs in later years. No, not Backyardigans, Littlest Pet Shop. The Littlest Pet Shop didn't have their whole discography on Spotify. No. They posted their whole discography from every episode. Thank God. There's a God up there that we don't understand. And that we don't appreciate. Like, what? So, yeah. Dig deep down. Up in the sky, way high. Dima's Produce Party. Followed by the scan, chicka bam bam. Scan. That's, come on now. What else? Climb the tree. As for that Australia episode, changed brain chemistries for some of y'all folks. At least it probably did for me. I don't know if I can speak for other people, because the show's been out for a long time. So people may or may not remember some of these episodes. But the whole Wizards of Australia episode, can I just buy the HD version? I'll just buy the HD version. If that's the only episode I'll buy from the whole thing. Hey, at least I've watched the other episodes that I wanted to watch, and I got refunds, got my money back or whatever. But like, can I just keep that episode for life? until the day that God calls me to this temple, where I'm probably going to have a whole lot of fun listening to those songs on repeat. Oh well, oh well. Una, the fairy. Oh, also the puppy, here we go. Or here we come. I have to say, I'm gonna go back on these characters a lot because there are a lot that I'm missing here. Wow. So for Una, we have a little tidbit in the chore song where she did a little song, and then just be our song. Then stronger, stronger. See, you're getting strong. Oh, I'm sorry. We're on Molly, but we're supposed to be on Una. Give the girl more spotlight to sing. Half of these characters didn't even sing in their own songs. But then she only sang in the episode where she was a fairy with Dima. She didn't sing alone. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. Last is Nani. If I have to, I'll do a whole episode in regards to Nani, the bubble guppy, as a form of species that has been mistreated. Now, I think that he's been through a lot with his parents. When I make a big joke about putting his, I can make a whole episode about how he's being mistreated. Well, he's like supposed to be the smart guy of the show. There's also this TikTok I saw that really led me to say this is Nani a little bit. I don't know what it says, but it's something about inferiority or something. I have to go find it. But it kind of makes you think about Nani because he doesn't get a lot of attention. He doesn't get to sing his own songs except later on in season 6. Here we go. And I'm like, oh my god. This is Nani Bubble Guppies. This is who he is. I can make a whole memoir. Like, jeez Louise. But yeah. Nani deserved better in many ways than one. And what's really upsetting is that he stopped laughing. He's tired of the jokes, guys. He's tired. I'll defend this kid with my heart and soul when I say that kid is tired of eating food that are probably that he probably can't digest that well. If Smosh ever makes another reunion episode, I hope they make it about the Bubble Guppies. And I hope they make it similar to the Magic School Bus, because Arnold and Nani really do have something in common. Two things in common. Bad things happen to them for no reason. Nani his lunge, and Arnold with him having a bus going through his whole body. And then they never get a chance to sign their own unless it's for other people's gains or something like that. You already know what songs I'm about to put on here for Nani. If you know me, you know I am a bastard for Flightless Birds. And while we're on Flightless Birds, why do y'all notice this song right now only for its beat? Do you know the meaning to the song? It teaches about flightless birds, okay? They don't even see the fact that the orange-haired kid snaps back, made a whole song about flightless birds. What? Like, dude, they only came back because of the electro thingy. Sorry, I'm typing the title. And I'm sitting here looking at the screen like, are y'all kidding me? This little boy has sung his heart out. And one, because that's not the only voice, that's not the only song he sung. Before that, it was Tell Me a Joke, which was the first sign of him using his full power. He's like a Saiyan in the making. I'm busy, Mom. Sorry, another interruption. Lord Jesus. Okay. Where was I? Let's see it. Let's talk about his first song. Let's go in order here. In insert season number, he was singing about the caves, the cave guppies, He was singing about the cave guppies and the cave stuff. That was a piece of his singing power. Not only just a smidge of the power that he can use. But then when season 6 arrives, that was his awakening. He said, I'm the star of the show now. I'm the second star. I'm the third star. Because, again, 3 characters only had their own songs in season 6. I'm the titular Witchula now. You're going to hear me now. I'm sick and tired singing in the background all the time. Big break. Big break. Do you know what I see these kids doing after this whole thing? Molly and Gil are going to be singers. Nani's going to make his own songs and get away from his toxic parents. I don't know what the other kids are going to be doing, but Dima's probably still going to be working jobs. Una and Gobi, don't know what they'll be doing. We'll never know because they never given us a screen time to even show us what they can do. But this is what happens when you give other guppies a chance. They shine and they give you more views. And it's pissing me off that people who used to, quote unquote, used to watch the show are now just looking at the beat instead of the meaning of the song, and instead of the fact that, hey, this orange kid finally said something. This smart orange kid finally had a voice. This smart orange-haired kid, I finally get to hear this orange-haired kid sing. Again. For the people who watched that episode with him in the shadows, I'm watching this kid sing again. There are veterans that have listened to this cave song. They know the cave song. They know the cave song. They're singing the cave song right now, probably watching this. Now Flightless Birds, I know you guys are singing the Flightless Birds song. Without no remix or nothing. So yeah. That song's up on the list, buddy. They're not even paying attention to Tell Me a Joke. I'm scared to Google up on TikTok. Tell me a joke. What? Tell me a joke. Let's clown. I'm scared to look at that song. What do they have? Hello? I understand when people like electro swing, and maybe that's why that likes electro swing. But I'm just here for the guppy who's singing the song. Don't put me up with just them. My child I'm like a child. I'm not a child. I'm like a mother seeing her child perform for the first time. You would think that I would be focusing on the electric swing. But I'm that mother that's my son up there. We're done with Nani. Because if I keep going on Nani, I'm going to start crying because I'm still upset that this show is over, quote unquote over, but then rebooted with three characters. Guys, for real? Oh, come on. I'm so tired. I'm just so tired of these reboots coming and going, spitting them out, content farms. Turning good shows into content farms. Jeez Louise. I will never ever stop listening to Flightless Birds. I will never, not for this new reboot. If you're gonna give us a reboot, give us it with the same animation style at least. And give us some topics to talk about. How about we talk about, with new characters? We need a cross. You know what we need? Screw the reboots. We need crossover episodes. More crossover episodes. You're not gonna get no money about doing a reboot, but you're gonna get thousands of dollars in a crossover episode. Can you have Bubble Guppies meet Bob's Burgers? Oh my god. Come on. Oil spill, Flightless bird, maybe not that. Lord Jesus. Actually, no, cut that one out. That's the only crossover I'm not going on my screen. How are we noticing this kid's talent now? Well, we could have realized it long before TikTok. Not even long before people discovered it on TikTok. Some of them don't even know what Bubble Guppies is. This is upsetting. And I know I'm getting too clear of this. It's a kid show. They're running my kids. I watched the show before. Congratulations. Alright. Are you done? Can I get mad over my favorite character now? Because I feel like I only. The lyrics! Focus on the lyrics. Alright. Last. Actually, not last. Because the puppy cute. Okay. Zuli. Alright. How? Have you ever seen a show with four queens in the show? Have you ever seen four queens in the show? Four female characters that bosses everyone? That souls everyone? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me tell you. They tried to edit her in with the others, but she has like a different style, you know? A different style. The art's a little bit different than other styles. And she's not even in for the album covers. When are you gonna give these kids these credits? Uh-uh. Seahorse. 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 I can't even ponder what this show would be like if we didn't have these amazing characters coming to their show. Which is why I can't watch the reboot once it comes out. It's not even a reboot, it's simpler little baby episodes with songs in between. Then there's matchups with the new version and the old version. Thank God they have the old version. Come on, now. Now let's talk about the dog. Give the dog its own show. They don't even have the dog in the new show now. Yeah, no more. 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 Be so for real. Be so for real. The dog show would have more views than the stupid people that you spat out of your butt. Mr. Blooper, where's Heath? The Pinkfoot song was good. And that's all I have for you today. I wish I could say about this more. But then we have to go into a whole archetype of reboots and all that stuff, and that will show on its own. But if you want to know my favorite characters is Nani. Yep, yep. Flightless Birds is sickening in a good way. Well, like, I'm glad you're giving the dude the attention he deserves. But like, you guys notice that now? Alright. Last surprise I have is that I have a cover. I mean, I have this Wattpad series I'm working on. It's been on pause because, life. But yeah, I'll put that in the description below. It's on Wattpad. So if you're interested in Bubble Guppies, and if you're interested in having Nani having more screen time than any other, please go and check out that link. Because God knows. God knows, God knows, God knows. But I need the views so I can spread the word of some of these characters in more background. Because we know the reboot is not giving them what they deserve. Have a nice day, everyone.